Hi there, my name is Abrar and welcome to Aybie Security. I am discussing encryption mechanisms lately and doing their cryptanalysis too. Cryptanalysis is a vital term which I will be using frequently in my videos. Cryptanalysis is an in-depth study of an encryption mechanism to analyze its strength. In this method, we try to breach an encryption mechanism and get access to the encrypted messages without knowing the key. An ideal encryption mechanism should never be able to get breached without knowing the key. The stronger an encryption is, it's more likely to be used as a technique for hiding your crucial information. In my last video, I did cryptanalysis of Caesar cipher, in which there were only 26 possible shifts, and it was really easy to break. Today's video is based on another encryption mechanism known as the monoalphabetic cipher or substitution cipher. In this cipher, each alphabet of the plaintext is mapped onto a specific cipher alphabet. It is different from Caesar cipher, as in that case, every letter was shifted by a fixed number, whereas in monoalphabetic cipher, any plaintext alphabet can be mapped to any cipher alphabet. To use monoalphabetic cipher, you need to have a predefined set of plaintext alphabets and a predefined set of ciphertext alphabets, on which the plaintext alphabets are mapped. Let me demonstrate you with an example. Suppose my plaintext is "Meet me at the coffee shop tomorrow," and my plaintext alphabets set and cipher alphabet set is as follows. A corresponds to F, B corresponds to E, C corresponds to D, and similarly till Z corresponds to L. For monoalphabetic cipher, you just need to know one rule. That is, each plain alphabet is mapped onto one plain cipher alphabet. And there is one-to-one correspondence, which means that no single letter can be mapped to two different letters or vice versa. So in this case, our ciphertext will become PRRIPR. It will be really funny if I try to pronounce the ciphertext, but I hope you got it. It's nowhere near our plaintext. That's what encryption does. Similarly, for decryption, we just need to substitute the cipher alphabets with the plain alphabets. P will become M, R will become E, I will become T, and so on. We will eventually get our plaintext back as "Meet me at the coffee shop." So this was a general overview of the monoalphabetic cipher encryption and decryption. Now I'm going to show you the implementation of this cipher, and then I will come to the cryptanalysis. So it's really easy to implement the monoalphabetic cipher. As I explained earlier, we would need a plain alphabet set and a cipher alphabet set, on which the plain alphabets are mapped. Let me just do it. So yeah, now I need a plain text string and a ciphertext string. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a loop in which I'm going to iterate over the plain text letter by letter and find the indexes as compared to the plain set array. Then finally I will find those same indexes in the cipher set array and append each cipher set letter in the ciphertext string, and that will be my final ciphertext. Let me print out the final ciphertext. So yes, here you go, it's converted. Similarly, in the decryption process, we have to apply the reverse function and just swap the plaintext and ciphertext. Let me print out the plaintext. And yes, here we go. We got "Meet me at the coffee shop." This was the implementation of the monoalphabetic cipher. Let's discuss the cryptanalysis of monoalphabetic cipher. In my previous video, I launched a brute force attack on Caesar cipher and broke it easily because there were only 26 keys possible. In this case of monoalphabetic cipher, we have a total of 26 factorial keys. How's that so? When we are deciding the key of monoalphabetic cipher, For the first plain text alphabet, we have 25 possible cipher alphabets to choose from. Then for the second alphabet, we have 24 possible cipher alphabets. Then for the third, 23 possible cipher alphabets, and so on, till the last final letter we will only have one letter available to map. This actually gives us the key size of 26 factorial, and that number is 403291461126605635584000000. I can't even guess what this number might be called. It's gigantic. Breaking this using the brute force technique would be the worst decision because it's gonna take years. And then you have to experience the hassle of going through each key and check if it does make sense or not. So, is it a safe encryption mechanism? Is it unbreakable? What do you say? Well, if your answer was yes, then I'm sorry because this is easily breakable. Monoalphabetic cipher is easily breakable using a technique called frequency analysis. Frequency analysis is the study of frequency of letters or groups of letters in a cipher text. In this technique, we analyze how many times each cipher letter has occurred and look for patterns in certain behaviors. We know that the plain text is in English language. Unfortunately, English language contains certain characteristics and certain patterns. You can see the following chart on your screen, which shows the frequency analysis in the English language. The letter E is used the most in the English language. Also, there are single letter words in English, for example, A. By comparing the frequency analysis of the cipher text and the English language, we can guess the right key within minutes. Let me demonstrate you with a real-world example I came across. Following is a cipher text which is encrypted via monoalphabetic cipher. Do you think we can solve this? Of course we can. Step 1. We need to do the frequency analysis of the cipher text. Following is a chart showing the frequency of cipher text letters. In our cipher text, the strongest contestant for the letter E are letter G, M, and S. So we make an initial guess that S letter in ciphertext corresponds to E letter in plain text. Secondly, the most used single word is A in English, and in ciphertext we came across Z as expressing the same characteristics. So S is likely to be E and Z is likely to be A. Great! Now let's look for two-letter words. In ciphertext we found out MN, MJ, GM, and two-letter word in English are commonly to, on, off. So M is likely to be O. Now let's find out three-letter words in ciphertext. GVS and MG. Similarly, four-letter words found are GVSO, and there is also a word GVSIS. As you can see, GVS is repeating itself. It is corresponding to the letter in English. Thus, G is likely to be T, V is likely to be H, S is likely to be E. So GVSIS should be these. So I is likely to be S. Building up our initial guesses, we can continue to make more guesses unless our ciphertext, when converted to plain text, makes sense. I have listed a few words from ciphertext. Let's try to solve them and see how our ciphertext changes. Sit back and watch how I am going to play hangman now and guess the words in English language. As I will keep guessing, the ciphertext will change. So let's start. Can you note that the paragraph's making sense? Let's get some more words. And that's it, it's done. Finally, we have found out the key which was used to map the plain text onto the ciphertext. And the decoded text is in front of you, which is begin the week by listing the highest priority activities. Put these on daily to-do lists on a desk calendar or appointment book. If you do not get to an activity on Monday, work on it on Tuesday, on Friday. Check to see what goals have not been worked on. Either work on them, then, or move them to the next week's list. You also may want to omit routine meetings and class meetings. And this was all. We just decrypted a monoalphabetic cipher using the frequency analysis method. Mathematically, monoalphabetic cipher possesses good security capability by having 26 factorial possible keys. But the characteristics of English language makes it very easy to decrypt this cipher. Thus, it is not used in modern systems. That's all from my side. I really hope you got everything about monoalphabetic cipher today. If you do like the video, please share it with your cyber enthusiast friends and consider subscribing my channel. And if you have any query, please post it down in the comment section and I'll make sure I answer that. Till then, have a good day. Thank you. Goodbye.